The church is very meticulous, very calculated, and they use extreme caution for the consecrated funds that are the Lord's. That is what the Lord has dictated. It's not for me to say anything different. It's not for anybody else to say anything different. These verses here, although speaking to individuals in the United Order, these verses are still in effect today in how the church manages the affairs of the Lord's kingdom, because they have to do it in the proper order and in the way that the Lord dictates. And you cannot just give it all away like some people, although good intentioned, full-heartedly believe that the church needs to do. And so there is this, the Lord's house is a house of order. He knows what he's doing, and we need to abide by that, because in the long term, in the long run, he knows what's coming and what the church and what we as individuals need to be prepared for. And so, follow his path, follow his method, follow the Spirit, and you'll understand how to do this appropriately.
Yeah, and that's fits right in, because right in verse, 18, they're commanded to set in order your houses. And then they're saying, use discernment and caution on your individual cases of charity, because if you're such a bleeding heart that you just want to go out and individually help everybody and try to save the world on your own, well, what's going to happen is that you lose even your inheritance that the Lord has given you. And that's not good for you or anybody else, because now you're in a position where you can no longer provide even for your own family. And that is the order that we have to set into our house. And that's the discernment we have to use. And that's the beauty of the Lord's kingdom, is that none of us individually can save the world, but Christ can. And his institution is designed and set up to grow and grow and grow and be ever more capable of being charitable in the world and for the world. And that's where our funds, both tithes and offerings, generous offerings, should be going to the Lord's kingdom, because it's always going to be able to do more with those funds than we are individually. We have a few verses here about Vienna Jakes. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but she's apparently one of the most awesome women who's ever lived. Like
that no one ever talks about.
No, it's one of those names that you don't hear about, but she shows up in the Doctrine and Covenants I think 3 times, which is like crazy, right? Because not that many people get a call out in the Doctrine and Covenants, and her name shows up quite a few times. So it says here, again, I say unto you, it is my will that my handmaid Vienna Jakes should receive money to bear her expenses and go up into the land of Zion, and the residue of the money may be consecrated unto me, and she be rewarded in my own due time. Verily I say unto you, that it is meet in my eyes that she should go up unto the land of Zion.
Hit that like button, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it.
They may seem like little things, but liking, commenting, it helps the algorithm push our content out to more people. So it's our small way of sharing the gospel in a social media age.